Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We give all the praises and the thanks to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brother and sister, as a reminder, we were created. That makes us part of the creation. The rules, the laws that govern the creation also govern our body, our anatomy and physiology. And when we're in violation of these rules and these laws, a disease will occur. This is why the person has a disease. What we eat, what we drink, and the chemical and substance we expose ourselves to will affect our cells, their structure, and their function in the following three ways. Number one, they will cause pH imbalance and iron loss. Number two, they will fill our blood with impurities. Number three, they will make us violate the pH rule, the natural law, the iron rule, the laws of physics. This is why the person would have a disease. They're not sick because they ate some food or because they took some pharmaceutical drug or because they took an herb. They're sick because they ignored the function of their cells. They didn't pay any attention to their cells that they were made of, that created us in the first place. This is why the person is sick. They ignored their cells. Now we have a program to help us to focus on the needs of our cells. If we did that, we can reverse every disease, brothers and sisters. There's no incurable disease. We have diseases because we ignored our cells and we broke the law, the natural law, the universal law, the rules of health. We broke them because no one is teaching about them. Only one place called the American School of Symptomatic Science. And that's why you are listening to us today on this program. We're a student on symptomatic science at the American School of Symptometry. That's why we know about the cells. I didn't know about them before then. I ignored them, didn't know how to take care of them. Now we're learning how to take care of the needs of our cells because the Almighty put our cells in charge of our health. Brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us today here on a new episode of Optimal Health on AM 360. Taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. We certainly appreciate it. Please take a moment to call someone, to text someone, to do a two-way or three-way so they can also benefit from the information that we'll be sharing on this program today. We have an excellent program outlined for us, and we thank you for joining us. We have our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor. She'll be working with us today. Miss Yvette Dean will be back with us on next week, God willing. And she's going to be talking about the aging problem. How do we age gracefully rather than aging chaotically? And then we'll be talking about the truth about palpitations, the truth about it. Your physician will give you a drug. You will recommend a pacemaker, a defibrillator. All these are unnecessary. How does the heart function? What does it need? What is your responsibility to your own heart? How do you take care of it? How do you strengthen it when it is weakened? How? All these questions you should know. Very important topic that we'll be discussing today. So please call someone, text them, do a two-way or three-way with them so they can also benefit from this information. They're not going to find it anywhere, brothers and sisters. Nowhere at all, unless they become a student at the American School of Symptometry. And we encourage you to do that. The open enrollment is now in motion. Become a student at the American School of Symptometry. Learn about how this body functions, how to reverse diseases, how to prevent them. The Almighty created us for life on this planet. He did not make any mistakes. He equipped us with everything. It is we who are making the mistakes. And we have to learn to correct them, not just to repeat them. That's what we must do, brothers and sisters. So we thank you for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. The information and knowledge shared on Optimal Health is from the perspective of symptomatic science and symptometry. It is not medical science. It is based on natural law, the laws that the Almighty created, the same laws that He used to create the universe. He also used that same pattern to create human beings on this planet. Any names and terms used in this presentation are not for self-diagnosis purposes. They further your understanding of the precepts and concept of symptomatic science. Please contact your physician or your healthcare provider for any medical recommendation. That's what we ask you to do. Thank you so very much. If a person wants to know the science behind symptomatic science, he or she must see what happens in real time in a laboratory to study the cell. You can see a healthy cell compared to an unhealthy cell. And right away, you'll see the difference. Right away, you'll see the difference. This is what you have to do. Go to the laboratory. Or the person that's symptometry assisted will confirm that the anomaly no longer occurs. Imagination has no place in symptomatic science. Only neuronal connection, making connection with our neurons, neurotransmitter, making connection, brothers and sisters, with everything we see in the creation. That's the sign. That's what the Almighty put the signs out there for us, to make connection, neuronal connection. You can't do it if we don't produce neurons and neurotransmitter daily. You won't be able to do it. How does one know if the products work? They work at the cellular level. You can't see that. Do you want to see the cells at work? Place cells under a microscope and you see how they react to different acids, to different alkali, and different poison. You'll see the cell respond. Your physician studied cadavers, dead people. They don't respond to anything. Then they use that knowledge and information to practice on us, which doesn't make any sense at all. We are animated. We have motion. We have to produce energy. We're energy dependent. How can what they learn from a cadaver apply to a human being that's moving, thinking, responding? It's not going to happen, brothers and sisters. It's not going to happen. So a trip to the laboratory to see how cells work is not free. You must pay for this trip. Symptometry is the culmination of 33 years of research and application. 33 years of research and application, brothers and sisters. The results it continues to obtain are so many that we have stopped counting them. And stopped counting them. Results can be independently verified. They are neither anecdote nor testimonial. They are scientific verifiable facts. Now let's discuss medical research for a moment, just for a moment. What most people are using. Has a member of the public seen a pharmaceutical chemist at work in their laboratory, redesigning the formulation of Fresnel or ibuprofen? No, and this will never happen. You don't even know what's in there. In the pharmaceutical, you don't know what's in there. And you never ask your physician, doctor, what's in this? Where it come from? How did the pharmacist make it? You ask no question. This is just the way things are. The public is not privileged to what happened behind the scene. For this reason, no one, not even a physician, will ever know the ingredients that's in the pharmaceutical drug they prescribe. Even a physician don't know what's in there. They're protected, proprietary information. You don't believe it? Just try to find out what's in them. That's what you'll be told. Why should the standard be different when it comes to semi-animal products? Those are called particulates. Why should it be any different for symptometry? It shouldn't be. No double standard, brothers and sisters. These products were approved in 1938, knowing full well that only those who work behind the scene will have full access to certain detail. Members of the public are not granted access to lab facilities. Tourism are not allowed in such facilities. One can go online and read the side effects of certain drugs, but the ingredients in the drugs in question are not on the internet, and no matter how hard a person tries to find them, they will never find them. The ingredients of every drug fall under proprietary information. Federal law protects proprietary information, and the drugs formulation also fall under proprietary information. This is the law. Case closed. What are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing can you do about it. You have to make a choice whether you're going to take them or not take them. That's the choice that you have. That is it, brothers and sisters. We just wanted to share that information with you, so you have more to go on. We'll share verifiable scientific information every day, brother and sister. Every day on this program, when we come on this program. You can question it. You don't have to believe what we're saying, but these are the verifiable facts. Facts of life. That's what it is. Symptometry recognizes that there's a source for every disease. Something caused it. That's cause and effect in the universe. This is how the Almighty created things. There's a cause, there's an effect. There's no hocus pocus. There's no magic here. That's cause, there's effect. Every disease has a source. Something caused it. Something is producing it. You have to understand what is happening, because you have to do the heavy lifting to reverse your condition, to put it back to normalcy. If not, it's not going away, brothers and sisters. It's going to get more and more chronic until your life is at stake, till all of the energy is zapped out of you. But nothing will be moving again. And that's when the person make their transition. No more energy. And the body go back to the earth. This is what happens with death. You ran out of energy. And once you run out, you can't produce anymore until you make your transition. And once you make that transition, you become all energy with eternal life. These are the facts of science, brothers and sisters. And we have to become more and more aware of the signs and read the signs that the Almighty placed here in the creation for us. The signs of Allah, the Almighty Creator. So He created us to understand the universe, the signs, in us and outside of us. So, brothers and sisters, we thank you once again for joining us here on Optimal Health on AM 360. And we have an excellent program outlined for us. We're going to give our guests a time to say a couple of words, and we get started with our program. Ms. Rita.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today we're talking about aging problem, but I'm going to turn it around and say we're going to celebrate aging.
Yes.
Because we have symptometry. We're going to celebrate aging because we have symptometry. Age is a number. This is part 1. Next week will be part 2 of aging. But let's celebrate it because symptometry science is changing the world. Absolutely. And you don't have to worry about being 60 or 70 because we know what we can do. You can do to make sure that you live longer and healthier. So today we're talking about the aging problem, but we're going to celebrate it and give you reasons why you need to celebrate. Brother Shaheed, assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Thank you so very much, Ms. Rita. That's going to be an excellent topic. I hope our audience is calling people, texting people, and having them to come on. Everybody looking for that fountain of youth. They'll never find it.
It's right here.
They're looking in the wrong place.
It's right here.
Take care of the cells that you are made of. Exactly. That's how you prolong your life and have a healthy longevity. Mm-hmm. You know, there's people who made it to 100, Ms. Rita, made it to 110, made it to 115. But listen here, they can't see, they can't hear, they can't feed themselves. Who want to do that? Exactly. I don't want that. Sorry. Let me go.
I told them, let me go. If I'm going to be a vegetable, let me go. I don't want to.
Absolutely. We want our life back and keep it and maintain it. This is what the Almighty wants from us. A complete life. Not where you get to an age and everything is falling apart. No, He created this body to regenerate, to renew itself. And every body part have a cycle of renewal. We just stop it from renewing. Making mistakes. That's what it happened. That's what we're doing. So now we have a school called American School of Symptometry to give us the correct information. This body does not have to fall apart because our cells divide, creating new cells to replace old cells. How smart is that the Almighty did for us? An excellent favor He did. So we can keep living and have our health intact. Not just longevity, but healthy longevity. There's a difference. So brothers and sisters, take a moment to call someone, do a 2-way or 3-way. let them know that Optimal Health is on here on AM 360, and they can participate, they can come, ask questions, be a part of our program. We love to have them. We thank you so very much. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get started with our program. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Ms. Rita Taylor. We are both certified symptometry health coach and in the doctoral program at the American School of Symptometry, learning to reverse every disease. There's no incurable disease, brothers and sisters. No matter what the doctor says. He said, oh, that's terminal. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just do not have the knowledge to reverse it. That's all. And you can't blame him. He did not go to the American School of Symptometry.
There you go.
That's all.
Wherever.
That's it. So we'll be right back. Thank you so very much. We'll be right back.
People get sick all the time. However, even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again over 31 years that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that. To understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor, with both certified symptometry health coach. Certified. That means we have to take examination. 92% and above. There's no B's, C's, and D's at the American School of Symptometry.
Yes, sir.
Only A's. You have to know what you're talking about. Otherwise, you're not going to pass. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, brothers and sisters. And that's the kind of school, and those are the standards. A and A+. That's it. So we're both certified symptometry health coaches, being taught about the functioning of our cells and how they operate and what hindered them. And we get people that we are coaching to pay close attention and listen to their cells. And when they cannot communicate, then we have a problem. And when they are jammed with sludge, sedimentary sludge, inert substance, covering their plasma membrane, they'll be on lockdown. Nothing can they do for us. Our cell produce every essential to maintain normalcy. When they cannot do it, abnormalcy will be the order of the day. That's what happened. So, Ms. Rita, we're going to pass the mic on to you. We thank you for joining us here today on Optimal Health on AM 360. Thank you so very much.
Brother Saheed, I thank you so much for passing on the torch, but I would like to start for saying that, people are so afraid about their age, and they don't even want to tell people. No, I do tell people how old I am, and when I do tell them, they say, no, you're wrong. They give me 20 years less. All is because of symptometry. Let me tell you something. Aging is a number. And today we're going to share with you what you can do to celebrate life. Celebrate your aging instead of being grumpy and, angry because you're aging. No, you should say that I'm proud to be this age because not a whole lot of people get to be this age. And I'm proud that I'm healthy. Healthy means that you can see. Healthy means you can walk. Healthy means you can hear. Healthy means that you don't have strokes. Brain is healthy. You don't have high blood pressure and all that stuff because you know what? Symptometry science will reverse any diseases. But before I start, I said every week I'm going to talk about the natural laws that we need to be aware of. If you want to live longer, there are natural laws that you need to know so that you don't break it. Because when you break the natural law, it doesn't matter. They will punish you without fear or favor. They will punish you without fear or favor. One of the first one I'm going to talk about is the natural law of circulation. You know, it says that oxygenated blood containing nutrients and resources must circulate to the cells. Therefore, it is our responsibility to make sure that all hindrances, all garbage that are in our cell are forcibly removed. Because if you don't remove it, then you're going to have sludge. And if you do remove it, the heart will have sufficient force, strength, power, and pressure to pump that oxygenated blood to all cells, to your arteries, to your capillaries, to your arterioles, to supplying the nutrients and resources to your organs and membrane, and making the heart and liver the epicenter of your circulatory system. Remember, those nutrients and resources should flow through your blood. And that's one thing you should not violate. Again, we're talking about aging. The next biggest thing I want to share with you, if not at all, is the law of rejuvenation. It is so important, really. They said the new must replace the old, the strong must replace the weak, and the normal to replace the abnormal. This is so critical for aging. Why? Because if the old cells are still there, you're going to have some diseases that you might not have if you haven't broken the law. Let's say that cheeses and milk after 4, you're not supposed to drink milk, and if you drink milk, you're going to hydrolyze 3 of the amino acids in your body, which means you've broken the law. So if anything hits you, you're going to have some kind of a symptom and a disease, and if you don't take care of it, you get it. We have toxins all over, but if you are not breaking the law, and if you do what is right, you will not get the cancer out there because your cells are renewing so that it can, your cells are renewing every day. Okay, so that it can divide. So I'm just saying that aging is a number, but it's up to us. It's up to us to make sure that we maintain the health of ourselves and live optimally and live as long as we want if we follow the rules. So, as I said, we are celebrating an aging problem part 1, and next week we'll have part 2. Because you know what? All of us here are aging. Everybody here, I don't know on the phone, if you're over 50, you are aging. So, how do you age nicely instead of chaotically? That's what we're going to share with you so that you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Okay. First of all, you don't have to be, just because you are 60 years old doesn't mean that you have to be frail. You have to be wrinkly. You have to be fragile. Because if your cells are dividing, if you are your new is replacing the old in your blood, in your system, you should be active like a 10-year-old, 15-year-old, because your cells are dividing and they are also renewing. The cells are renewing. Every part of the body has to renew. It has a timeline that is supposed to renew. And if you don't, then you're gonna have a problem. Okay? So take a closer look at who you are at your age. Who you are at what age you are. I'm going to share with you. You know what? I'm not what I look. I look younger. People give me 20 years longer because of symptometry. Why? Because I am always cleaning my cells with particulates, with molecules, so that I can be healthy. I know that I'm healthy because I get up in the morning and I'm ready to go. Why are people in a wheelchair? Why are people with a walker? It means that you have sedimentary sludge in that part of your system that needs to be ionized. Look, you don't have to be on with a walker. You have a right to walk like anybody else. Don't use that as an age problem. The physicians will tell you that there's nothing you can do and you have to have surgery. No, 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 no. Don't let anybody give you that talk. Symptometry do have a way of reversing that. Ionizing the slide that is building on your knee, building on your back, building on your hips. And I'm telling you this, and I will continue to tell you that. We came to symptometry. My husband was a medical doctor, a medical physician. When we came in, his kidney were failing. They told him she has a few weeks to get on dialysis. And that's when we came. She was desperate. When we came in, his insulin, she was diabetic, type B, diabetic. It was raging. When we came in, she has all these things. So we were desperate. And I can assure you that when we came in and we talked to the doctors, you talked to the physician, you talked to the doctor here, she said, you are not going to dialysis. Do you hear that? She said, yes. And my husband said, what do I need to do? She said, I'll give you the particulates and the molecule for you to use, but you have to change your diet. You have to change the way you cook your food. There's certain food that you need to stop eating. Hey, we've been eating chaotically for a long time. And my husband said, we are on it. We are on it. And I said, I am on it. How? We change the way we cook our food. We change the way there's certain fruits. We just decide not to because it gives you sugar in your blood. Fruits, vegetables, when we bring it home, we cook it separately. Meat, we cook it separately. Certain foods, he said no. My husband was desperate and he was all in. His mind has been made up and said, I'm not going on dialysis. Again, that's an age my husband was in his 60s when we came in here. And within 6 months, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the kidney, the sedimentary sludge on his kidneys has been cleansed. That his own friends, physicians said, what have you done? What are you doing? We smiled until we said, well, we just change our diet. Yes, symptometry sign can reverse anything, but it needs cooperation from the client because he can give you all the pills and everything else, particularly, but if there's no cooperation, it's not going to work. There should be positive energy. So yes, that's why I'm saying aging is a number. Disease is something we bring on ourselves because we're eating the food, chaotically eating that we're not supposed to. So I'm saying that there's nothing you cannot reverse if you're willing to do that. So I wanted to share. So being old is not a problem. Celebrate it. That you get up each morning and you're healthy, and you hug your grandkids and your wife and the family, your kids and everything else. Hug them because you know what? Some people can do that because St. Thomas have given you an opportunity for you to grow and be healthy. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 kinds of aging. Okay, the 3 kinds. What are the 3 kinds of aging? They are number one, there's some people who take 10, 12 pharmaceutical drugs. Okay? Is that the route you want to take? You've been taking? We don't recommend it because why? It's a kill. It really take away hydrogen and removes water. So you really don't need the pharmaceutical drug. That people don't know that. So you're not getting better though. You're just aging and you're getting worse. So pharmaceutical drug is one way that people use to get older, to fix their problem. Or take the symptometry route. You know, people who take the symptometry route, which is not medicine, it is based on natural law, and the particulars and the molecules are based. And as my brother said, yeah, we don't tell you what is in there because against the law, you cannot tell what is not drug, but it works though. It works. And that's just a symptometry route. That's the route we chose 10 years ago when we came to symptometry. I remember for my husband and I, we came December of 2016. 2016, celebrating our 10th year in December this year. We came in at that time. We have chosen the symptometry route and we kicked all the drugs that we were using, all the drugs. Number three, some people will use the herbal route. You know, they learn, the people like herbal treatment. And if that's what they want to do, more power to them. But there are three things, and if I'm coaching anybody, I'll say take this symptometry route because it's safer, it cleans your cell, it remove the debris in your body, and we also teach you how you can avoid certain food, cook your food certain ways, and if you're a patron, you come to the class and learn because there are research going on a daily basis so that you can learn how you can stay healthy, the kind of salt you need to have in your body, and what you can do to remove the salt residues in your body. These are the kind of things you learn when you join the school and become a patron and a student. So there are three ways. So whatever you choose, I will recommend the symptometry route because you know what? I'm a living embodiment of symptometry route. I'm a living embodiment. It worked for my husband. Blood pressure, diabetes, it went down to 90, sometimes 80, lower. The kidneys went back to normal. She also came when I didn't even tell you, she had colon cancer 10 years before. And you know what? When you have cancer, it is your fault though. It's not the doctor's fault. We broke the law. And we broke the law. The colon cancer, they removed, the cancer, but we have to rebuild the two asparagine and cysteine that was removing the amino acid. And only symptometry can do that. Only symptometry doctor can do that. And you know what? It was rebuilt. Never has come back. Because if you don't, brothers and sisters, you can get the chemo. Yes, my husband got the chemo. He didn't get radiation. The chemo for 6 months. And we came here and we rebuilt it. And that is what longevity is all about. Even if you're going to take the poison, symptometry can reverse it so that you will build back the cysteine and asparagine, eating certain foods, making sure you're not eating chaotically so that it does not return. Okay, so that is the thing. So that is one, these are three ways here. Okay. For men, there is also a particular, it's called, redox. Okay. Redox generally kicks in after 70 and for women after 65. Okay. And women who have children, the redox come to us sooner than later. Okay, and I'm going to share with you what it is that you need to know. Okay, the dangers of oxidation. Oxygen, okay, is the element of automation, and the life giver will become our fiercest enemy, destroying our organs and systems if we don't produce, okay, the essential enzyme we need to produce, oxidoreductase enzyme, okay? You have to produce it after a certain age because it will, as you age, you need to make sure that you're producing this enzyme that we're talking about. Okay. Okay. It will, if you don't, oxidation reduction will slow down every biological process, causing the following: friction and tension between the cells and the mind, which translate into decision, not the cell best interest. The aging person, natural or antioxidant capacity drastically reduces, making them more vulnerable to microbes, infection. We breathe them every day, toxins every day. They are invading our bodies, okay, with inflammation. Unfortunately, people as young as 30 already encountered this problem. I mean, toxins is not only for old people, it's for all of us. We breathe them. And we need, and symptometry doctor will be able to help you reduce them in your blood. The muscle glycolysis become inefficient in producing energy, causing the aging person and their eyes to become fatigued. Okay? Membranes break down faster than they can be repaired, causing fluid retention, allergies, frequent nose blowing, throat mucus, and bleeding. Nutrients assimilation by the small intestine become more problematic, causing the aging person to lose more fluid, nutrients and minerals, and oil content, resulting in weak cartilage, weight loss, bone diseases, eye problems, and hearing. Okay? Therefore, if we do not want our system and organs to slow down as we age, we need to produce, as I said, the oxidoreductase enzyme to maintain the same speed and recalibrate and tune up our system and organ, following our glands to continue to produce the same number of hormones. Red bone marrow produce the same number of platelets, red blood cells, hemoglobin, and white blood cells to produce enzyme and muscle protein around the clock at the same speed. We are talking about speed here. Our body needs speed. It can't slow down. If it slow down, the microbes will come down to investigate, because 1 second they say, what's going on here? Everything in our body must move at the speed of light quickly to do the job. Okay. So yeah, you can go on and secure, my husband, doctor is a geriatric physician, but what could she do? She couldn't help my husband with anything. Everything is what symptometry is giving us. So yeah, have your geriatric physician, but have symptometry in your back pocket. Okay. Again, no pharmaceutical drug can stop or reverse oxidation reduction reaction. No pharmaceutical drug, causing the aging person to undergo surgery after surgery until they die of their post-surgical complication. Wow, I just want you to know that surgeries are not good for you. I have been in the hospital only twice. I was I wasn't producing the neurotransmitters that when I have my baby, my first child, after 33 hours of labor, I had to have cesarean. That was the first time I've been in a hospital. I didn't even know that because I didn't take medication. I hated drugs. And then my second one, not producing thing, I instead of going normal, I went cesarean. Those are the two surgeries I've had in my life, and I don't recommend a surgery for anyone. Before they tell you, you say, let me have a second opinion. Whether it's your eye, whether it's your back, whether it's your knee, whether it's anything at all. because you don't know the quality of the surgeon that is doing the job. They are there to make money, and you don't know the effect that you have. Again, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, especially the eye. Don't let anybody touch your eye. And this is a life story to you. My husband was a physician, but he also have an eye problem. They did a cornea transplant. Huh? Cornea transplant. He believed his friends. It did not work. 2 years later, it rejected. And you know what? She almost became blind. So I'm telling you that before you let anybody touch your body, have a second opinion. Thank goodness we have American School of Symptometry Science. You can get your second opinion. Even if you have cancer, you don't have to go through the chemo route, the radiation route. We can help you if you're willing to be all in. Again, I said you have to be all in. It won't work if you're half in and half here. You have to follow the directions, the instructions that the doctor gives you. You need to do that. If you don't blame the physician, don't blame the symptometry doctor. Blame yourself. Any progress that you make is done because you believe in what the doctor is telling you. You believe in what he tells you to do. If you believe and you go all out, I'm promising you that you'll be healthy. Because you know what? I have issues myself that has been reversed. I have issues. So I'm not just saying it. I'm telling you because it has worked for me. But I'm all in. Again, symptometry is not a quick fix situation. It takes time. Why? The issue that you had, like my husband kidney, it was years in the making. Years in the making. So when we came, we weren't expecting a quick fix. We weren't, because we thought it's going to take time. But you know what? Because of the research that the doctor is making and everything else, in 6 months changing the diet and removing the sedimentary sludge on the kidneys, she was able to be home free in 6 months. Again, in some situations, you might take the first round, second round, third round. Don't expect a quick fix, because it's taking you 30 years, 40 years to get to the point. Don't expect that the first round is going to work. It's going to take time. Patience is the key. Patience is the key. Okay. So we also know people who are in their 70s undergoing heart surgery. And when they tell them that's the best chance of living, why? Why would you have heart surgery at 78, at 80? Yeah? They will give you blood thinners. Okay? Blood thinners is additional health problem for you. But they give it to you anyway. And you take them. They're giving you poison and you take them. Why don't you get a second opinion? That's why symptometry science is here to reverse. If you're willing to follow the rules and do what we tell you to do. So let me show you the symptometry route versus the rest. Okay, seniors who take herbal or pharmaceutical route are worse off compared to people who take symptometry route. Do they regret their choice? I bet they do, but it is too late. Aging, stiffness, collapses, closure, nutrients losses become more frequent and severe as a person ages. Can physicians and herbalists and acupuncturists and chiropractors know where to begin when faced with a geriatric problem? No, they don't. They just speculate. Arsenic, which we face every day, and aluminum, along with several concretions and inner substances have jammed the aging person's cells and damaged their nuclear as sedimentary sludge completely shut down millions of cells. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Our cells are shut down because it has sedimentary sludge on your cells, on your organs, concretion, and that needs to be removed. That needs to be ionized. Okay? People, everybody will have sedimentary sludge. Presidents, cardinals, popes, all of them, judges, we all do because we eat. There's no perfect food, and that the food we eat will have concretions in them. Concretions that will be in your blood. How are you going to remove it? That's what makes you age, brother, because you have not removed the concretions and the inner substances. That's what makes you age. But if you go the symptometry route and ionize your cells, and make sure that you using the ancillary enzyme to maintain your cells every day. Aging is fun. Aging is fun. Let me tell you this. I don't recommend, this is what I do. I've been a runner since I was 20 years old. And I'm still running. And ladies, I'm not 50 years old. I'm more than that. I'm very, very close to 80. But I'm running. Symptometry is helping me run. You can be as young as you are if you maintain yourselves. If you go the symptometry route, the doctor's symptometry will help you enjoy aging instead of making it a problem. Okay, so pharmaceutical drug, is it going to help you? No. Symptometry, particulates, and molecules, yes. And I'm just not saying this because I have lived it. I'm still living it and I'm doing it every day. That's that. If you want to live longer, if you want to make sure you enjoy your golden years, and I don't even compare it to golden years, I call it the best years of your life because you're smarter, you know more things, symptometry, science will reverse things that you have done wrong. You can correct your mistakes so that your cell can self-correct. You can make sure you're using the right salt. My husband and I, we were told for 15 years, you know what, that was makes me sad. My husband was a physician. He was a physician. Let me tell you the story. For 15 years, he had high blood pressure. And the doctor said, you guys cannot have salt in your diet. For 15 years, we cooked without salt until we came to symptometry. Now, let me tell you the kicker. Because he wasn't using the salt, he wasn't making iodides. And so he has a thyroid problem, a problem that was caused by the fact that we are not using salt. So they caused that. And they were treating him for the thyroid problem, a problem that they told us not to do. If we have taken the salt, the right salt, my husband will not have the thyroid situation. We came to symptometry and was laughable. It was immediately reversed. And you say, you need a pinch of salt. And that salt is this kind of salt because it has the 3-2-1. That's what you need to have. It's not the best salt, but it's a better salt than the sea salt, the Celtic salt, the Himalayan, the pink salt. Told us the right kind of salt. And we were home free. We did it so that we can produce. We were given particulate that help us produce the iodides, which we need in our body. For 15 years, we did not have it. Again, they cause a problem and you pay for it. Don't do salt, but that salt, if you don't, will cause a thyroid problem. So Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm saying that you need a second opinion. No, my eyes are open. Symptometry had taught me that if it's going to be anything, it's up to me. Don't break the laws. We have a lot of laws in the books. When your coach tell you don't drink milk at the age after age 4, don't do it because you will hydrolysate the 3 amino acids, which means that your tissues and stuff will be weak. So if anything symptom touch you, you are in trouble. You're going to have some kind of a symptom or a disease. And if you're not in symptometry, something happens. You know what? Cancer doesn't just happen. People say, I get cancer. You got cancer because you caused it. You caused it. Your tissues and everything else were weak. You are not rejuvenating in your cells. The weak is not replacing the old. The strong is not replacing the weak. And the normal was not, you were not doing that. And that is a critical thing for all of us to learn, because your cell have to turn over. So the ACAN division can happen. Because if you're not, revising that, if you're not, your cells are in a weak shape, your cell will not divide. And if your cell will not divide, you're going to have an issue. It means that oxygenated blood cannot flow to all parts of your body, to the cells. And for the oxygenated blood to come to the cells, it's a long travel to get to the cells. So, brothers and sisters, aging is here for all of us. Don't be afraid of being an elderly. I don't call it, we call it young ladies. Don't be afraid, or young men, because you know what? You have the right to live without a walker, without a wheelchair, without, all kinds of things, having the strokes. What kind of oil are you cooking with? Women, what kind of oil? I used to be, before I came to symptometry, olive oil queen, because they say it's the most expensive. Oh no, the saturated fat in olive oil is a killer. We recommend canola. Canola has very small saturated fat. Your body needs oil, but it doesn't need tons of oil. You're supposed to have the 5 food groups, which is protein, sugar, salt. Sugar, protein, sugar, and fat and oil. You need to eat these 5 food groups every time you eat. You can't just have only the oil, or you only have the protein. You have to eat the 5 for you to have a balanced diet. Again, everything we do here is verified, and we can give you the reasons why we do what we do, because it's scientifically verified. And brothers and sisters, being old is a number. It's up to you for not breaking the law. It's up to you for you to cook with the right salt. It's up to you to use the right oil. And it's up to you to make sure that you are cleansing your cells. You are really removing the debris, the sedimentary sludge that we have in our body. If you do that, then there won't be any walker. There won't be any walker or the wheelchair. You won't be a wheelchair bound, and you'll be 80 and 90 and still running. You'll be 80 and still have the energy. What kind of water are you drinking? All that you'll be taught at symptometry school when you become a patron, so that you can help yourself. Because the body that our Creator has given you, it is up to you to take care of it. Our Creator is not coming here to tell you what to do. She's watching you, but it's up to you. So aging is not a problem. We need to celebrate it. And thank goodness we have symptometry science to help us to age beautifully and nicely. This is part one. Next week, we will have part two of aging. Brother Saheed, assalamu alaikum.
Well, salam, Mrs. Rita, that was excellent, amazing. All of the things that we ourselves have control of, but nobody is teaching us. Now we have a school, Miss Rita. Now we have a school. People have no excuse. All the excuses have been eliminated. Go to the school and learn what we didn't know. Our parents didn't know. They didn't know what to teach us about our body, about health. Matter of fact, they were miseducated, misinformed. Now we have an opportunity to get it correctly. They fed us the wrong food. They didn't know anything about the 5 food groups.
No.
They didn't know anything about the protein, the sugar, the starch. They didn't know anything about them. And the fats and the oil, the combination of food we should be eating, combination of meal, how to put them together scientifically. They didn't know anything about that. Now we do. We have a school, brothers and sisters, teaching us how to eat scientifically, cook our food scientifically, and living on this planet using science. Because this planet has laws and rules, natural laws. And if you violate them, you're going to be saddled with a disease. And then you go to the wrong person who studied nothing about the natural law. They studied nothing about water science. We made of water. They know nothing. They did not study this in medical school. They know nothing about cell science. We're made of cells. They know nothing about food science. 1 hour of nutrition in all the years of medical school. That's all they know. They know nothing about the correlation between the food the person eats most of the time and their diseases. But yet and still, they'll give you a drug treating them, treating symptoms. Symptoms is not a disease. It's an indication that you're not taking care of your cells. The cells are giving you the sign, and you're not paying attention.
Yes.
Don't eat that. The cells are telling you every time you do, then I don't have the enzyme, therefore you're going to have a symptom.
Exactly.
This is what happens, brothers and sisters. It's not hocus pocus. Take care of me, get me fixed. The doctor cannot fix you. You have to fix you. No one knows what you're eating. You decide to eat the ice cream and the chocolate and the soda with ice and soda. Eating ice, cooking with sea salt, Himalayan salt, rock salt. Oh, it's good. You know nothing about the science behind it because you never went to symptometry, American School of Symptometry. You never went to the school to find out. Now we have a school available, brothers and sisters. So if you have a question for our guest before she has to leave, we're going to take a short break. Still, we have plenty of time. You can call someone, do a 2-way or 3-way, and have people to tune in to pay attention to what we're saying. You can complain and complain and complain about a disease, but the disease is in your hand, in your responsibility to reverse it. You have the power to do it. The Almighty gifted you with everything to reverse every disease. And we're sounding the horn. Yeah, the doctor they have a specialty. And their specialty is to stabilize you. Once you have been stabilized, you need to find symptometry to get to the source of your problem. That's it. That's it, brother and sister.
Yeah.
That's emergency and trauma. That's why you go and call 911 to be stabilized. You take the drugs for an extended period of time, you will never be healthy. Never mean never. So I hope we're getting it. And we thank you for joining us here today on Optimal Health on AM 360 with Abdul Shaheed, Instructor Abdul Shaheed, and our guest, Mrs. Rita Taylor. She just finished talking about the aging problem. Brother and sister, here's a fact of life. If we don't die, we're going to get older. You have 2 choices: to keep living, and you're going to get older. Learn what you have to do now, today, to take care of this body you've been gifted. Learn what you must do. We live on planet Earth. Very toxic. You already know how toxic planet Earth is. You already know where all the garbage is in your community, in your neighborhood, the chemical plants. You already know about them. And they put them in our community. You know that. With
Yes.
dirty water.
Yes.
With lead. And you're drinking it. You're cooking with it. Fluoride. All kind of other chemicals that they don't tell you about. That's in your drinking water. So what are you cooking and drinking? You're not investing in your health? You're going to be sick then. And you're going to be aging chaotically because your cell are going to stop dividing. They probably stopped dividing years ago already. And that's why you have problems. That's why I will have problems. When the cells stop dividing in your prostate, brother, you're going to have prostate issues. This is how it's done. If the cells stop dividing in your heart, you're going to have heart condition. You cannot emphasize this information enough so you can wake up and see what's happening. You're in charge. So, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. So please do not go anywhere at all. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Mrs. Rita Teller, and we'll be right back. Thank you so very much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Be right back.
After 30 years of research, the results are in. Consumption of certain foods can be harmful to your physical and mental health. When diagnosed with a terminal illness and given a low chance of survival, Dr. Maxwell Nardi had a deep feeling that food had caused cirrhosis of his liver. When no cure was available through medication, after years of extensive laboratory research, he invented symptometric science and used it to save his life. Through research, Dr. Nardi discovered that some common foods are harmful to the human immune system, and that overconsumption can destroy stem cells. Stem cells govern the immune system and vital organs, like the liver, heart, and kidneys. Dr. Nardi's research offers cures for diseases, body aches, hair, and memory loss. He discovered by eating the right foods, necessary energy is created to help live a long, healthy life. Results from his incredible research is now available in the book, What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables, now available through Amazon and Kindle. Listen to these verified Amazon customer reviews. 5 out of 5 stars. Very good information, mind-blowing. This book really opens your mind. It's a very short read. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop, so I finished it in one setting. I recommend this book for all. Thank you, Dr. Maxwell Nardi. Learn how to live a more healthy life today. Order What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables by Dr. Maxwell Nardi at Amazon and Kindle.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed and Ms. Rita Teller, our guests. We're both certified symptometry health coaches. If you have a question for our guest, now's the time. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. She's going to have to be leaving shortly, then you're stuck with me. So you can ask the question to our guest. She talked about the aging problem. Anything about aging? You think there's a fountain of youth? Yeah, it's in your hands. That's where the fountain of youth is. What are you eating to take care of the needs of the cell? What are you using to remove garbage, concretion? What are you doing to detox the blood, to remove blood impurity? Hundreds of them would be in our blood. What are you doing? You're using herbs? You're using supplement? Or you're using pharmaceutical? None of those things will work. They hadn't worked thus far. In 4,000 years, Miss Rita, they had never worked. They're not going to work today. We are responsible for taking care of our body. Anyone with a question for our guests? Now's the time. Thank you. No question? Someone should have a question, at least one question.
Yeah. We are all aging. We all have issues, and that's what St. Thomas is here to clear our minds so that when we're faced with issues, we know what to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just because you're 60 or something doesn't mean that it cannot be repaired. It cannot reverse. You can reverse anything.
Our cell can do some fantastic things. They're created to do it. They have atomic intelligence to figure everything out. We have to take care of them. They're delicate. Ms. Rita, share some more information about scientific cooking and eating, how our food impacts our health. Can you give a couple more examples?
Yes. It's something that I thought it saved my life and my husband's life when we came in with the kidney issues and blood pressure. We were not cleaning. When we got vegetables from the store, we didn't even, we washed them, with what they give us. They have something to clean vegetables. You clean it, and then you just boil it, and that's it. Well, there is a lot of things that you need to do. The vegetables that you have, remember, plants were not made for humans. They were made for themselves against predators.
Exactly.
So when you buy plants, any plants you buy, they have microbes, they have toxins, they have things that they're trying to say, don't come near, don't touch me. I'm going to get you away. But you know what? We say, oh, plants are made to be eaten. No, if you're going to eat it, cook it well. You need some, if you want to prepare vegetables, you need to wash it thoroughly because there's sand, there's things in it. Sometimes you see worms.
Yes.
Wash it thoroughly and then put it in saline solution for 8 minutes to break away the toxins and the microbe that is on the plant that we don't even know.
And we don't even see them.
We don't even see them. I see people eating grapes in the store. Oh my God. They take grapes and they'll eat it. Do you know what kind of toxins that is on there? The microbes? You don't even see it. So that we recommend that you put in saline solution and then rinse it off before you boil it. Especially if you, let's say, you're going to cook some broccoli crowns or something like that. You wash it and then put it in, boil it, but boil it uncovered. Why? Because it has ammonia, it has phyto, and you can smell it when you're boiling these things. They smell because the phyto and the ammonia is coming out, and you don't need that in your blood. Symptometry teaches us that it needs to be evaporated. And that goes for collard greens, mustard green, all the greens that we eat. So you see right there, you know that the food that is going into your system is toxic free. You have really cleaned it up, and you know the food you eat is good. So when you eat them, you don't get stomach ache and this ache and that ache and all that stuff. Believe me, scientific cooking helps you get better. Make sure your cells, are really, the cells are not in a way that the grains, the phytals are going into your body, and make sure that the cells are working the way it's supposed to be working and not be, imagine it because you're eating some things that you shouldn't be eating. So make sure that you cook them scientifically, okay? And again, that's only the vegetables. We'll teach you how to cook your meat. How long do you cook your meat? And if you do you eat all the black stuff on it? Do you cook it? When people grill the thing, they eat the black stuff. That black stuff can cause cancer.
Absolutely.
And you need to know that. And don't eat it. Okay, so again, we recommend a certain amount of hours to cook your meat. Again, your health is your number one project. Believe me, your health is your number one project, because without good health, you're not going to survive. You're not going to have the longevity that you're looking for. So put some time in your cooking of your vegetables, cook your time in the cooking of your meats, the water you drink. Please, how many of us do alkaline water? Water should be
Too many.
7.2. Alkaline is 9, 10. You broke the rules, the pH rule. You already broken that thing. So you need to make sure that your water is not alkaline, but your water has, electrolytes. Electrolytes water. You need that in your body, and all of us, supposed to drink about 2 to 3 liters every day, because it gives you the energy. You feel good. You can get up and say, "Yes, I can do this today. Yes, my body is being cleansed with the water. Everything that goes through your body is being cleansed." And believe me, it is one way to clean your system. So, yes, scientific living and cooking and eating. And again, whatever you eat, we tell people milk and cheeses. It slow things down. Milk, don't recommend after 4. Don't recommend, but we see people 40, 50 years old drinking milk. What you do, you are hydrosylating the 3 amino acids, the phosphoprotein in them. And that's something that you need to be aware of. And
Absolutely.
if you do, and you have a cancer bug, you caused it, because you know what? Your tissues were weak. They broke the law. And when you break the law, you're punished. So yeah, cooking vegetables is how you prepare it is critical. How you prepare your meats are critical. And again, if you eat something, symptometry do have a reversal. We recommend that you get a reversal if and just take it right away, in case you eat chaotically. Not often, but we have the reversal for you to be able to reverse it, so that your cells don't pay the price for it.
Absolutely. Amazing.
Amazing.
It's been amazing. We have everything we need right at our fingertips. But if we don't use it, whose fault is it? You
Yes.
cannot blame anyone. You can't blame God. Can't blame the Creator for your health issue. He put it in your hands. You decide what you want to eat. You
Exactly.
decide to drink this, to drink that. And if you don't take time out to learn and invest in your health, you're going to be sick. There's too many booger traps.
Yeah.
Hand raised. We have the name Esther Muhammad. Salam alaikum. You can unmute your mic and ask your question or your comment. Thank you for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360.
Well, alaikum assalam, Brother Shaheed. I've enjoyed the program.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us
yeah.
today.
I got in late, so I didn't really hear a lot of what Miss Rita was discussing. But I'd like to ask Miss Rita, how are you this evening?
Oh, I am so blessed and highly, really, my Creator have endowed me today with good health. So yes, I'm
Alhamdulillah.
feeling well. Thank you for asking.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to know if you would have any thoughts or recommendations for a person who is having gallbladder issues, as far as a good diet that the person could use to help repair the gallbladder.
Well, first of all, you have a gallbladder because you have sedimentary sludge on that gallbladder, and that needs to be ionized. Honestly, Because the food I recommend for you will not help you, though. You
I
need to
see.
get to the bottom of the reason why you have a gallbladder, and don't let them
Absolutely.
take away that gallbladder.
No,
Don't let
no,
them do
no,
surgery.
no.
And so the food I'm going to give you will not. But if you really want to get to the bottom of it, my sister, come to call Brother Saheed. We will get you back where your gallbladder will be back to normal.
Absolutely.
Don't let them take it away, because every organ has a role to play. Every organ. If you take it away, it means that you're going to have problems. Don't make it, if it's old, that's what we're talking about. We'll make it new by making sure that the sedimentary sludge on the bladder is ionized and removed, and you will get your gallbladder back as new.
Absolutely.
So how would I go about doing that? Having it all
Brother
back?
Saheed is the coach here.
You
Can
give me a
you talk to
call,
him? Yeah, give him a call.
and then we'll walk you through the process.
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, like Ms. Rita said, because of your eating, you didn't know you made mistakes in the food choices. We can ask you a few questions, already know what you're going to say, pretty much, why you have a gallbladder problem. You have a gallbladder problem because we never removed the sedimentary sludge that's covering the cells of the gallbladder. So
Exactly.
there's no food that you can eat that's going to penetrate the membrane, the cell membrane, because they are blocked. They're on lockdown. Nothing get in, nothing get out. No herb will help you. No pharmaceutical drug will help you. Your physician would suggest that they remove it. Oh, you don't need this. Yes, you do. Why you need a gallbladder? To add bile salt to you. So your food can digest properly. You're going to have a digestion problem for the rest of your life if you allow them to remove it.
But yes, they have definitely just about begged me to have it removed, but I refuse to have it removed.
Come
No,
to
no,
symptometry and we
I
can
refuse
renew
to
it.
have it removed. Yes, sir.
no,
So can I have your number?
Yes,
Can I have your number, please?
Yes, ma'am. You can reach us at 470 755 6506. We're going to put our information up, all of the health coaches' information. We're going to put it up. Here's Miss Rita. She specializes in pregnancy management. Her information there. She has her email at info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. And her number 469-609-0368. And her website is pregnancymadeeasy.com. Anyone you know who need to have a baby, would like to have a baby, and they went to that
IVF.
right,
IVF situation.
IVF, and
Yes.
still couldn't have a baby after spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and the people do not know what to do. Come to symptometry, and within 3 or 4 months, the mother will be pregnant.
Exactly.
She can have as many children as she wants. And
Exactly.
then Miss Rita is experienced in pregnancy management. So she will have a perfect baby and not spending 24 hours in labor. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour at the max. Labor. The baby is here. Absolutely incredible. These are facts, brother and sister. Many people are being helped. Remove the sludge from the gallbladder. Remove the inert substance from the food, from the air, from the water you've been drinking. You know, what kind of water you're drinking? How do you cook your food? Do you eat salads? All those questions.
Exactly.
What kind of water you cooking with?
Well, sister,
we answer those questions, then that will tell us why you have the problem that you have. You see our information?
Yeah.
You see our information right there?
Yes, sir.
My wife and I both are certified symptometry health coaches. Her information,
Yes,
my
sir.
information. Our email, ashaheed2@gmail.com, 470-755-6506. Just give me a call and we'll share some information with you. We have articles on the website. That website is amsos.org. You key in gallbladder, and the article will pop up, telling you why you have a gallbladder problem.
Exactly.
Your physician tell you why you have a gallbladder problem? No, he can't. He's not taught why. because he never studied the cell. He didn't study cell science. We did. We studied cell science. We are made of cells.
Yes, sir.
And we correlate the food the person is eating with their diseases.
Exactly.
There's a connection. It's called correlation diagnosis. All this we learned at the American Cytometry.
Thank you very much. I will be giving you a call, Bill. I'll continue to
Excellent. Save
you
your
all.
gallbladder. Don't let them take it out. No.
Well, sister, I mean, Allah brought you here, and Brother Shaheed is there. Make sure that you contact him, and we'll take care of you. But don't let anybody touch you with a knife. No one.
I don't intend to. Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So thank you for your question. Okay, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Ms. Rita, we have another hand raised if you have time.
Yes, I will take care of that one.
Okay, Miss Michelle, you can unmute yourself and ask your question or make your comment. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
How's everyone today?
Excellent.
Hi, Miss Michelle.
Hi, I just wanted to make a comment to the lady that spoke about gallbladder. I had gallstones last year, and I also had enlarged liver, and that was because I was eating chaotically. Absolutely. I went to symptometry, and I was given the particulates and the molecules, and I no longer have the swollen liver. My liver went back to its normal size.
Amazing.
Within a month, and the gallstones were also gone within a couple of months.
Yes.
Amazing.
They were insisting on me to have the gallbladder taken out. They kept saying that you don't need the gallbladder. You don't need your gallbladder. And I'm like, okay, well,
nothing about
why is it there?
Yeah,
and
I know what. No,
they kept trying to. Exactly. They kept trying to schedule me for surgery, and I kept refusing, and I'm glad I did.
Absolutely.
Well, I am glad because
you did. You need your gallbladder.
Exactly.
And everything that God put inside of us is there for
a reason.
Form and function. There's no decoration inside of our body.
Exactly.
He just threw there just for the decoration. No.
So yes, if you definitely need to come to symptometry, because I am verified proof that my gallbladder is fine now.
Well, let me tell you something. I always give my husband us a story because we went through it and he was saved in so many ways. So yes, don't let anybody touch your eye, touch your gallbladder, nothing. Don't let anybody put a knife in your body.
None of those things. No, don't do it.
Yeah, so thanks for the comment.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Michelle, for sharing.
Thank you for being here. So thank you so much. So Brother Shaheed, you think it's done, and then I will see you next week. It's going to be part 2 of aging. It's part 2 of aging because there's a lot to know about fibroblasts and collagen that we all need to have. So
losing collagen.
Yes, we will talk about that next week. And thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share with the audience. So thank you, and assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you for the lady who was on. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rita, for joining us today, and we thank you so much for your expertise and your information that you shared.
Well,
I want to review our coaches, brothers and sisters. These are the certified symptometry health coaches that working with us, my wife and I. I'm trying to get her to be encouraged to come on and share a few words, but you know how that might go. So we'll keep encouraging her to come and share it. But she's excellent at cooking scientifically and doing menus and those kind of things, sisters. You might have to give her a call herself and talk to her when it comes to that. But here's our information. You can reach us at ashaheed2@gmail.com. And our cell number, direct line is 470-755-6506. If you need help, if you need to get more information, if you need to have a health problem, we can tell you exactly what you need to do to reverse it, to put things back to normalcy. It is in our hands. We have the decision to make. There's many options, but there's only one correct option, believe it or not, based on the natural law, based on science. This is what we should do. We have Ms. Rita Taylor. We shared her information earlier. She has her email address, info@pregnancymadeeasy.com. Our cell number 469-609-0368. And our website, pregnancymadeeasy.com. She specializes in pregnancy management. Absolutely amazing. Having a healthy, law-abiding citizen. We want to bring more healthy and law-abiding citizens into the world. They're not hard-headed. They're easy to teach and pay attention and follow instruction and want to learn to do better. It's up to what we do to make that possible. We also have other guests that usually come on, work with us, Ms. Yvette Dean. We're all a certified symptometry health coach and student at the American School of Symptometry. Ms. Rita and myself, we in the doctorate program to be symptometry doctors. Ms. Yvette Dean finished this coursework in the master program in culinary science at the American School of Symptometry, all about food. We have to deconstruct food, find out what's in it and making people sick. This is what we do at the American School of Symptometry. Food is not just food. It's a large complex molecule and it has all kinds of impurities in it, all kinds of preservative, coal tar derivative, additive, color, dyes, all those things in the food as well. Now, what are you going to do about removing them from your cell? Your cell would be on lockdown because all of those things are in the food. Food is a large complex molecule. Don't take it for granted. Now, Ms. Yvette Dean, email address, coachvet219@gmail.com. Cell number 708-541-3286. And she specializes in scientific recipes, brothers and sisters. She has 2 books, recipe books on written. And you can go to Amazon or go to American School of Symptometry website. And that website is amsos.org. And there's a link there for her books, and you can order them. Scientific recipe. Absolutely amazing. So brothers and sisters, we're going to take a short break. And we're going to come back. We have more information to share. The truth about palpitation. Many people suffer from palpitation, shortening of breath, heart speeding up, skipping beat, missing beat, all kind of situation going on with their heart. And no cardiologist, I don't care how smart they are, will tell you what the problem is. They do not study the cells, brothers and sisters, that's in charge of our health. I don't care how smart they are, how good a surgeon they are, they will still not tell you the problem, the source of the palpitation. You need to know the mistakes that you're doing because that's why you have it. The Almighty created normalcy. We have to do something, make a mistake for abnormalcy to occur. You broke a law, natural law. You broke a rule. You did something. Otherwise, there will be normalcy. See, the Almighty Creator created normalcy. It is man who creates abnormalcy by making mistakes. Absolutely amazing. Brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. We're going to have a short break. Take a moment to call someone, to do a 2-way and 3-way, or ask them to join us here. We still have plenty of time, and we want to be able to reach out to more people. Thank you so very much. We'll be right back.
Every anomaly has a cause. For generations, we've only scratched the surface of understanding mental health. Dr. Maxwell Nardi, using the pioneering science of symptometry, delves deeper than ever before, catering to the needs of cells and blood, not just symptoms. With a fresh new approach, uncover the building blocks of your health. Redefining health science. Discover the underlying causes of mental anomalies. The book that's changing everything we know about health. Available now. Take charge of your health journey.
Whoa, man, amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
Welcome back, brothers and sisters, with Abdul Shaheed, your host. and also your certified symptometry health coach. We're going to be talking about the truth about palpitation. Well, before we do, brothers and sisters, we'd like to share some incredible information with you. On the website, we want to review some of the latest articles so you can go there and read them. These articles are so important, and they're loaded with information that you will find nowhere else. Easy to read information posted on the website, American School of Symptometry. Go through the website, navigate it, and see all the information that's there. You see the credential of Dr. Maxwell Nordy, the school he went to. He had to go back to school to figure out how to save his life. No physician, no herbalist could help him. They gave up on him, gave him 6 months to live. Absolutely amazing. And that's been over 30 years ago. He's still living. Now he's helping people like myself and others who want to get their health back. And he set up a school for us to go to be more assistant and help to him to reach more people. That's what we're doing, brothers and sisters. So some of the latest article that's posted on that website, and of course the website is amsos.org. Stands for American School of Symptometry, not for profit. That's what it stands for. The truth about palpitation that were posted today that we're going to be talking more about in the next few minutes. Eye surgery. People have eye surgery and they still have the problems. Surgery will not remove the problem or the source of a disease. Pharmaceutical drug will not remove the source of a disease. Herb won't move the source of a disease. Food won't remove the source of a disease. We all eat food and we're still stuck with our disease. What's happening? Food is not enough energy, brothers and sisters, to reverse a disease. Think about it. Food gives us sustainable energy. You need to know this. There's no food for health. All food has problems for someone. There's no perfect food on this planet. All food have an issue. Now you have to decide what you're going to do. Eat the food that is most cell-friendly. That's what you have to do. And cook it scientifically. And eat scientifically by selecting them based on science. That's what symptometry has already done for us. The big pain lie. Pain is a multi-trillion-dollar industry all over the world. People have pain, and they're taken advantage of. How do you remove the pain? There are 3 pain mitigators that our own body produces. Our own bodies produce them. Why are you not producing them? Why are they not circulating to the pain area? There's blockages there, something that you need to remove. We show and share with you how to do that. Bone pain, bone necrosis. Nothing really dies in the human body. If you get oxygenated blood there, they'll be revitalated. They'll be regenerated, re-energized. We have the ability to do that. Article about heart failure. Bones and flesh eating microbes. We have microbes feeding on us because we leave growth factor for them. That's salt residue is a growth factor for microbes to feed on us. Sugar residue. Undigested protein. Meats. Microbes will come and feed on us, eating us alive. Absolutely amazing. Being eaten alive. That's an article posted on the website. Find out the mistakes you're doing. Physics and mathematics of the creation. The Almighty used mathematics, arithmetic, to create this universe. The same arithmetic and mathematics and physics is at work inside of our body. The same ones, brothers and sisters. And when we're in violation, a disease would occur. These are just some of the articles posted on the American School of Symptometry website. Daily, almost daily, you can go there and read the article. Find out information about the school. Find out about the research, discovery that symptometry have made. Many discoveries. They are uncountable now. There's so many, we can't count them. And research is being done. We're doing our own research. We're not depending on someone else for research. We have to do our own, brothers and sisters. This is what we're now able to do. Time is changing. So we thank you for joining us. We just want to share that information. That website again is amsos.org. We also like to share with you Dr. Maxwell Norton's latest book. His latest book. This brother has written over 40 books on health. Over 40 books on health. Absolutely amazing. This is his latest book, Introduction to Symptometry, the Source Remover Solution. Every disease has a source. Learn how to remove the source, and the cell will do the rest, putting things back to normalcy. You can go to the website. There's a link to order the book. Less than 20 bucks, brothers and sisters. Absolutely amazing. Easy read, giving you the facts that you need to know how to take care of your own body that no one ever shared with you. No physician has ever shared with you how to take care of the needs of our cells. We keep ignoring them and expect it to be healthy. We have mental illness because we ignore ourselves. We have physical illness, emotional illness because we ignore ourselves. Absolutely amazing. So we hope you are paying attention. So brothers and sisters, with the time that we have, we're going to talk about the truth about palpitation. And physicians have given all kind of wrong reason about palpitation, brothers and sisters. We're not trying to give the physician a hard time, but they went to the wrong school to learn about how to take care of living human beings. They practice on cadaver, dead people. That's completely different from a person with motion energy, moving, that can respond, talk back to you. Quite different. So physicians have given all the wrong reason about palpitation. So it is time to call them out by telling the verifiable truth about this heart discomfort. When a person's heart beats too fast or continue to race, they're experiencing palpitation. A cardiologist would diagnose this condition as tachycardia. If the pattern continues, they will implant a defibrillator or a pacemaker. You don't need either one of those. You already have a natural pacemaker inside of your heart, brothers and sisters. The Almighty did not make any mistakes. He created a more than perfect human being. It is we who do not understand and making mistakes because we don't know who we are. And we certainly don't know where we are on a toxic planet, a rock floating in space. That's what we have. Toxic microbes everywhere. How are you protecting yourself? You don't even know what to do. They're already inside of you, inside of all of us. How do you reduce their number? Keep reducing their number. So you don't need a defibrillator. You don't need a pacemaker. No, no, and no. You heard it from the certified symptometry health coach, Instructor Abdul Shaheed. This is complete nonsense. You already have a pacemaker in your heart. What do you need an artificial one for? Well, you already know the reason. You already know the reason. A defibrillator is not needed. Why? A lot depends on the food the person has been eating and the herb that the person has been taking and the pharmaceutical that the person has been taking. A lot depends on that. People should never be too quick to consider herbs are harmless. They are plants. There are no plants that's harmless. There's no innocent plant on this planet. They're all built in a certain way to protect themselves. And they protect themselves with poison. Even the one we decide to eat, they produce poison too. You have to know how to neutralize the poison before you eat them. If not, well, you're going to be poisoned. And that poison at some point becomes saturated, where your life is at stake. At some point, plant must be on this planet to purify air so human can breathe. They have to be here first. They made the conditions favorable for us to live here and breathe. We have to breathe before we can eat or drink. Think about the pattern, brothers and sisters. Well, if you can't breathe, you definitely won't be looking for nothing to eat or nothing to drink. First thing first. That's why plants are on this planet, to keep producing oxygen so humans can breathe. Food for thought. Disease tissue, brothers and sisters. In truth, cardiologists study pathology. That's the study of disease. They never study the source of them. They never study the source of disease. Sister Esther, you're welcome to unmute your mic and ask your question or make a comment. Go right ahead. I saw your hand raised. Maybe you just applauding us. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I did not intend to raise my hand again, but I'm really interested in the subject that you're speaking on, so I'll continue to listen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so your physician studied pathology. And he studied pathology not by studying living human beings. He used cadaver, dead people. Disease tissues is full of regressive energy unit. That means negative energy unit in the form of drag, tension, resistance, friction, inertia. Brothers and sisters, no human being can be healthy with dominating in them negative energy. No human being. That's the difference between plants and animals. In human, positive energy must prevail. If negative energy is winning, you're going to be sick and your disease will become chronic. In plants, constructed energy unit and regressive energy unit coexist. They live together. They work together, but not in humans. Our constructed energy unit must be strong. Our regressive energy unit must be kept to a minimum. Minimum. That's what health is all about. Absolutely amazing. Living being. A living being has more constructed energy unit. Dead being have regressive energy unit, more of them. So if you're not making that change, your disease is going to become chronic until you run out of energy. The moment you run out of energy, you make your transition. That's it. This body cannot do anything without energy. We're energy dependent. There's no disputing it, brothers and sisters. This is how the Almighty created all of us and the creation itself. That's it. So constructed energy unit represent force, speed, power, and strength. Regressive energy unit represent drag, tension, resistance, friction, inertia, lack of movement. I hope you get the picture. These are the two totally different pictures. Why should a person who studied pathology treat a living being? We are living, moving, energized. They don't study that. They study inertia, friction, tension, resistance in a dead person. That's what you have. That's what you have left. This does not make sense, but they do it anyway because people are stone. Well, you already know that word. I hate to use that word. We're stone ignorant, brothers and sisters, as to what's going on. So they take advantage of us. But that day is over. That day is over, brothers and sisters. Taking advantage of us because of our ignorance. We now have a school teaching people, giving them the knowledge that they need to have. Verifiable scientific information. It cannot be disputed. It's based on natural law. Only a symptometry doctor study a living being, what they eat and what they drink, and the air they breathe, the water and beverages they consume, what they are exposed to, making symptometry doctor the right doctor to reverse your condition for the living. For the living. As time rolls on, people will wake up and realize the mistakes they have made. Now, back to the cardiologist. The cardiologist never explained to the person what causes palpitation or never explained anything else to them. They never explained why you have a gallbladder problem, why you have a tonsil problem, why you have hypertension, why you have heart condition. They never explain anything. Oh, you need surgery, you need these drugs. But they never explain it. There's no connection between the food the person is eating and what they've been exposed to their condition. No connection at all. But there is a connection. So we will provide the science, the verifiable explanation that a patient would never get from a cardiologist. We're not here just to bash physician and cardiology. They're just not taught at medical school the root and the reason and the source of any disease. These are the facts. We have a natural pacemaker, brothers and sisters, a natural pacemaker. We all have one in our heart. It is called the SA node, N-O-D-E, SA node. If this pacemaker is damaged, instead of going to a symptometer doctor to fix it, people run to their cardiologist, which is ridiculous. They're going to prescribe drugs or offer to do surgery and change that natural SA node with a pacemaker or defibrillator. Neither one of those make any sense, brothers and sisters. The natural pacemaker, the SA node, could be repaired, removing the sedimentary sludge and the concretion and the garbage and sludge end up substance that, because of what you was eating, have now have it congested. That's the problem. As simple as that. If this pacemaker is damaged, instead of going to symptometer doctor, we run to the cardiologist. The cardiologist will implant a defibrillator or a pacemaker. Dr. Norton's mother-in-law had a pacemaker. My mother had a pacemaker. So many people are having a pacemaker implanted in their chest. And every 8 years or so, it has to be replaced. Another fact about this pacemaker, brother and sister, artificial one, it is radioactive. Radioactive. And that radioactive is disintegrated in the person's chest. What do you think that is doing to their health? Food for thought. You answer the question. And that pacemaker, back in 2014, the price of one pacemaker was $94,000. That's 12 years ago. I'm sure it's much more than that today. Absolutely amazing. And it will still not serve the purpose of the SA node. By a long shot. Won't do it. The SA node is a group of highly specialized nerve cells in the upper right chamber of the heart, the right atrium. This node keeps the heart beating at a sinus rhythm between 60 to 100 beats per minute. That's what it's supposed to do. But if it get congested with garbage and you don't remove it, then here's what problem you will have. Here's what problem you will have. You have tachycardia. It places the heart at a rate between 100 and 150 beats per minute. Then you have paroxysmal tachycardia. In the episode, having those, meaning with anger, anxiety, claustrophobia could cause it, expecting an important phone call could cause it, uncertainty about an outcome, or fear, causing the heart rate to increase suddenly. Absolutely amazing. Then you have atrial fibrillation, increase a diagnosis of that's made after the heart rate has been constantly above 150 to 200 beats per minute. Ventricular fibrillation, it occurs when the beat is between 200 and 300 beats per minute. Atrial flutter, when the heart is beating above 240 beats per minute. Absolutely amazing, brothers and sisters. It doesn't stop there. Other conditions that would affect palpitation in the person, that will cause palpitation in the person, a little known situation, and you won't never hear from any place else but here, or at the American School of Symptometry. Vanillin, that's in vanilla flavor, will deactivate your SA node. How many of us are eating pastries, pies, cakes with vanilla flavor, not knowing that vanilla flavor will deactivate your SA node, causing palpitation? Well, this is the truth. It's what happened. Lead in Himalayan salt, pink salt, lead in it, will also cause palpitation. These are the facts. Celtic salt, bromine in sea salt, accumulation on the SA node, which is a nerve, specialized cells that operate everything. It is nerves that operate our entire body, brothers and sisters. And salt residue can cover and accumulate on the nerve ending, interfering with reception and signaling, where the nerve will not function properly, causing all kinds of situations. Absolutely amazing. Causing all kinds of situations, brothers and sisters. We have to know how to live on this planet. Someone has to teach us life skills and the natural laws. And this is what symptometry does at the American School of Symptometry in their classes. We have to become master of these so we can learn how to live on this planet. We take too many things for granted, brothers and sisters. That's why we're sick. And we believe the wrong people who know nothing about the human body. They know nothing. You know more than your physician. When it comes to your own body, you should be paying attention. It will tell you everything you need to know to maintain the health of it. It's up to you. When a person suddenly realizes that their heart is beating too fast and they have no clue as to what happened, what did they eat? What did they expose themselves to? They have no clue, brothers and sisters. But all these conditions can be reversed. It can be reversed. Ventricular flutter is a diagnosis made after the heart rate has been consistently above 340 beats per minute. That is amazing. You know a person at that point is panicking. And your physician is going to take big time advantage of you. Don't wait and get in that situation, brother and sister. All these anomalies are connected to a person's eating habit and dietary preferences. These are people who know nothing about the good and the bad cooking salt and vanilla, and what should they expect? They're ignorant of the law, the natural law. So there's no excuse. You should know the natural laws. Come to American School of Symptometry, and then we'll teach you them. So you'll be in compliance always. When you're out of compliance, a disease will occur. Simple as that. They must pay the price because they broke the law. This is living on this toxic planet, brothers and sisters. We're not supposed to have a disease. We only have a disease because we violated the rules and violated the law. But you don't know the law. No one is teaching. But one place, you already know. The cardiologist never studied these salt and vanilla either, making both the cardiologist and the heart patient ignorant of dietary matter. Sometimes they use correlation diagnosis to determine the connection between the food the person eats most of the time and their condition. This is a mental tool that the doctor of symptometry uses. A mental tool that's better than any computer. The Almighty created our brain and our mind. It's better than any artificial intelligence. They keep wanting to make us believe that artificial intelligence is better than the one that God created. I'm here to tell you it is not. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Your intelligence is much better. We just have to know what to do to keep our brain healthy, to remove the plaque, concretion, sedimentary sludge, end up substance, the microbes that's feeding on our brain. We have to remove them. Symptometry is the only place you can go to remove these things so you can get back to normalcy. All mental issues are reversible, all of them. How many mental situations we have going on in our community? Too many. One is too many. And we all are in danger because of this fact. No one knows how to take care of their brain, let alone the psyche, the mind. You don't know what a mind is. You don't know what a psyche is. This is what the psychiatrists and psychologists study. They'll be mistaken, absolutely mistaken. So brothers and sisters, we're about to run out of time. You're going to come back next week to learn more and what we can do to ionize the SA node with subatomic particles. They're called particulates. Those people have been listening for a while. You know what particulates are. Go to the website. There's an article there posted about particulates, about molecule, about succursion. These are very, very important words that you need to become more and more familiar with. So you can take full responsibility, which is a natural law number 10. We're responsible for our own self, our own life. No one is coming to save us. No one. So brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us here today on Optimal Health on AM 360. We are flat out of time. And I see the next person is up. So we want to bring your attention to Mali Ali Kuli High, who comes up right after us. And the host is Imam Abdul Aziz from Masjid Adam. And their motto is, we are together under any and all circumstance. So we thank you for joining us here today on Optimal Health on AM 360. We look forward to you joining us again next week, same time, same station. We greet everyone with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Thank you. We can do this.